this is Miss Citran, and today's lesson is going to be about the insect life cycle. The pages that I'm about to talk about is found on page 65 and 66 of your paper packet. It is also found on page 65 and 66 of your online packet. So we're going to go through these two pages and we're going to talk about the butterfly life cycle. And remember that insects such as ladybugs, ants, bees, butterflies, they all go through stages during their life cycle as they hatch, grow, and die. The butterfly goes through 4 stages: egg, larva, pupa, adult. Remember that the young butterfly does not look like the adult butterfly. At each stage, it looks completely different. So let's take a look at our butterfly life cycle diagram. So the first stage of a butterfly life cycle is the egg. That is first. The egg is attached to a leaf. And from that point, when it hatches, it emerges as a caterpillar. So the first stage, the egg does not move. It does not eat. It is getting ready to hatch into a caterpillar. Second stage is the larva. You may also know it as the caterpillar. This stage, caterpillars, larvae, they eat a lot and they move around a lot. In the garden, you probably have seen plants that look like this. Plants with holes in them. You know why? A larva was there. Because larvae, during this stage, they only have 2 jobs. They have to move and they have to eat. Think about you. Really, if you really think about it, you're a larva. You move around a lot, and most likely during this time, you're eating a lot. So remember, larvae, they move and they eat. How do you know it moves? Because there's little legs here. Eggs don't move because there's no legs. Our third stage is the pupa. During this pupa stage, also known as the chrysalis, and some of you might know the word cocoon, the pupa, this right here, attached to a stick or to a tree limb, it does not eat, it does not move. Inside, the pupa is going through a metamorphosis. Metamorphosis means a change. It is changing into an adult, which leaves us to stage 4. The adult emerges from its pupa, from its chrysalis, with wings, and now it's able to fly and lay eggs. And as you can see, it's a cycle. It repeats. As the butterfly adult lays eggs, the eggs will emerge into the larva, and then the larva will attach itself upside down to a pupa, and then when it's ready, it will emerge as an adult butterfly. So let's take a look down below. Notice this is a beetle. It is not a butterfly, but guess what? It goes through the same stages, the same order. So this right here at the top, it's on a leaf. It's not moving. It's not changing. Stage 1, egg. Then the arrow goes this way. That is a larva. Remember, larvas, they are able to move because you see there's legs and it's eating a lot. Next stage, this is a pupa. It remains still. It does not eat. And inside, it's going through a metamorphosis. Metamorphosis means change. For pupa, which is stage 3, it is going through a metamorphosis, a change. Then it emerges from its chrysalis as an adult. Notice I did not write down butterfly because this is a different insect life cycle. Because adults are now able to move and to lay their eggs. And as you can see, the life cycle repeats. Now on to page 66. We are now going to review each stage of a life cycle of an insect, and this time we're going to look at the housefly. Now remember, all insects, they go through the same stages, except it won't look the same for each stage. So the life cycle of a housefly starts off first stage as an egg. So remember, eggs, it stays still until it hatches into a larva. Eggs are laid by the adults. That's important. Larvas don't lay eggs. Pupas don't lay eggs. Eggs don't lay eggs. Only the adult lays eggs. Stage number 2, the larva. Larvae, they move and they eat to get the energy to grow. Stage 3, the pupa. It does not move or eat. And this is the stage between a larva and adult stage. Inside, like I said before, it is going through a change called metamorphosis. It is changing into the adult. And last but not least, the adult emerges. And then the adults, they may have wings, and now they can lay their eggs. They also move and eat as well. So we're going to look down below, and we're going to use this data to describe one life cycle of a house fly. So I'm going to write a complete sentence about one of the stages of a house fly insect. I'm going to describe the larva. The larva moves and eats a lot to get energy to grow. Period. Down here, I'm going to pick one of the life cycle stages. I'm going to pick during the egg stage. I'll have to write that. During the egg stage, the insect does not move or eat. Then down below, just because I love you guys, I'm going to draw the life cycle of a housefly for you. I am not going to attempt to draw a housefly because I'm not really good at drawing insects. And plus, I don't like houseflies that much. The first stage, what is it? Egg. Egg does not move or eat. Draw my arrow. I might be writing on top of Miss Tran. Second stage, egg, larva, It eats. Can I write on my screen? No, I cannot. A larva, it eats and moves a lot to get energy to grow. It's so cool, Miss Tran can write cursive on my screen. Anyways, egg first, larva second, pupa. What's happening during the pupa? It does not move or eat, and it's going through metamorphosis. I guess I can draw egg on a leaf, my little housefly larva. Not a good picture. Pupa. And then last but not least, the adult. Now it can move and lays eggs. And that's good enough for me. And then as you can see, the cycle repeats. So a reminder, here's a little tip on how to remember the steps of the life cycles of an insect. I like to use something called ELPA. Why ELPA? Because you can spell the stages like a crossword. Egg, larva, see? And then pupa, then adult. So this is our lesson, the life cycle of an insect. First, egg does not move or eat. Larva eats a lot, moves a lot. Pupa does not move, does not eat. Metamorphosis. Adult, they can go, move, eat, and lay their eggs.